Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is letting go of others. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while back, and the world has completely changed since then. So if I encounter anything that seems out of date, I will stop myself and give you the most recent information. At the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Letting go of others. There's two parts to today's topic. One is letting go of loved ones, family members, friends, children, and two, not matching the majority, collective, or group. First off, it's important to realize that we are all consciousness, infinite and expanded. That means that we're bigger than our stories, our personalities, our bodies, and our individual lifetime. An infant is as capable at creating its reality as an adult. Before we're born, we create our basic story plot, including our parents, our birth circumstances, and our childhood. I no longer believe that life is a school, in that there aren't specific lessons for us to learn. We're infinite. We are the cosmic internet. Life is a road trip to be enjoyed. And there's always fun experiences with inhabiting a body and navigating through the density and effort of the physical plane. We are all infinite beings, including your children. They created their basic story plot, including you as their parents, their birth circumstance, and their childhood. Your body may have manufactured or contributed to manufacturing their body. You may have given them rudimentary driving lessons, but ultimately the keys are theirs, and their choices of routes and stops along the way is entirely their own. My firstborn was a home birth that ended up being helicoptered to intensive care for the first week of his life. It should have given me a clue that he was not going to take the scenic route through life that I would have planned for him. In stepping back, letting go of his itinerary, which I had no power in creating, as much as I'd like to blame or take credit for, he's been able to achieve things I never could have imagined and experienced heartache I would have given anything for him to avoid. My youngest is in Morocco with his college group as I write this. It did not help that I followed Morocco on Twitter and got every on-the-street video of protesters being beaten up in Casablanca and a couple of other cities. For one thing, he was in Tangiers on the other side of the country, and I suspect he had a wonderful time completely oblivious to any political rumblings going on. He is orchestrating his scenic route through life in a far more creative way than I could have written for him. We have to let go of others to their creations. They are not powerless. They are not victims. And others are not evil or bad. We are all infinite beings making up our own storylines for the challenge and the fun of it. When you can shift to that perspective, you can be amused. Consciousness is always amused. It doesn't take anything in this playground Earth seriously, and you can appreciate how capable everyone is. This includes letting them go to experience joy and happiness as well as pain and despair. This includes letting them go to live or to die. As consciousness, there is no death. It's just getting out of the pool when swim time is over for you. The only part that is gone is the body, and that's a very small portion of who anyone is. You can still talk to people without their body. They're just harder to hear until you developed your ability to communicate with them. As consciousness, there are no ethics about how to inhabit a body. Sometimes a few months in utero is all that's needed. It's not how long a life is lived that matters. It's how full, to paraphrase Seneca. The second part of this is about not matching the group or collective. You can be in an area that experiences massive disaster and have a different experience within it. On 9/11, there were countless numbers of people who were supposed to be in the Twin Towers or on those ill-fated airplanes that missed their flight or had their meetings canceled or woke up with the flu. They did not join the groups in that creation. Joan Boroshenko's neighborhood in Colorado had a wildfire burn through it, and her house was left standing. In terms of spiritual or personal growth, we often have to let go of the group because instead of allowing for expansion, they're encouraging limitation. Family members get stuck in perpetuating patterns of dysfunction or abuse, but we don't have to play with them. It's okay not to be related to your relatives. Lola Jones says, spiritual practices are meant to be outgrown. And sometimes spiritual groups, churches, and belief systems need to be left behind as well. This is also helpful in terms of the economy. You can even experience prosperity in a down market. You can get a job amidst the sea of unemployed because your energy is brighter and stands out. On the other hand, going through tough times or emergencies can bring out the best in people. It's an opportunity to grow deeper emotionally. It's a chance to open hearts and hands to each other, in which case your experience is less painful, you have less suffering because you are in even a bigger awareness of it. Just some things to keep in mind during these exciting times. If you resonate with this, please leave me a comment below. I love to read your comments. I've been reflecting on, I start these videos saying I wrote them a few years past and the world has completely changed since then. And it's true, the world has completely changed, and that some of these details are still the same. And these suggestions still work very, very well. We've all had experiences where we have to detach from family members or from groups because they no longer resonate with us, or the group that we really loved has been taken over by people that have a completely different vision for it, and we have to step back. But the thing I find is when you step back from groups and when you step back from people, it opens you up to a whole new level, and you find new groups and new people come into your life. So if you like these videos, please click the like button and subscribe, and that way YouTube knows to share this with more people and it gets it out to someone who really needs to see it. Also, share it with your family and friends and on your social media as well. And if you want a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the Skybox technique. It'll give you an expanded perspective of your life. And if you want some manifestation techniques, I have a self-study course, Manifesting Money and Miracles, where you can learn to embody specific frequencies that can create a complete transformation in your external world. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. There you can sign up for my individual sessions where I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today, and then I can answer any questions that you might have, and it's all recorded just for you. If you want to learn how to do this for yourself, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a good preparation for my coaching program, where I work with you one-on-one and give you specifically chosen consciousness techniques that I have developed so that you can transform your life. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.